Welcome. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining the stream. We're here with 1620 Kings Twitch. My name is Aston. I am the CEO of 1620 Kings. We are doing a month stream of our CCs to raise awareness for CheckPoint. If you don't know what CheckPoint is a charity that revolves around providing support for mental health for gamers in the community, which I think is a very overlooked and misunderstood community. And I think there's a lot of unknown issues of what happens behind gaming and why people game and the reasons behind that. So they're a great organization that helps support gamers in that area. We are first going to have on Hex. She is the coordinator of CheckPoint. She's one of the highest admins in that organization. So she'll be coming on telling us about her role, her involvement in CheckPoint, and just the future of what CheckPoint do and what they're going to provide for us.
Something that CheckPoint did was provide resources to help people understand mental health better, especially because a lot of people, obviously during the 2020 year, were experiencing mental health in ways that they probably hadn't previously.
Yep.
So we tried to make sure that we could provide some resources for people on how to cope during quarantine and lockdown, as well as provide recommendations for games that people might really enjoy and find would help them through those tough times.
Everyone's very accepting at the moment, which is good, but people can still be not accepting, which is sad in some outcomes, because people just need to actually view the bigger picture with things. And a lot of people don't view the bigger picture, and they think, oh no, everyone's the same, everything's the same.
If I was going to give some advice, it would be have a good support network. Like, just have a good support network. So like, there's plenty of times that I've had an absolute fantastic stream, played horrific, and I get off and I feel really bad. And like, you know, I've always got my girlfriend. I go talk to her, hey, bloody, I fed tonight, hey, I was a bloody anchor. I lost every gulag. Like, and she's like, you know, you got to have someone you can vent to.
That, you know, things do get better. Like it's not an instant thing, you know, like you don't go to bed thinking like today was like super shit, today was super negative, and you don't wake up tomorrow thinking, oh, you know, the world is great. Like it's a gradual thing. It's something you have to work through. It's something that just doesn't click with the click of a finger.
Also, kids these days, you know, they instantly think it's all about becoming the best and all that, and then they just get into this just terrible state. You know, that's what CheckPoint's for. They help kids that need help.
Kind of concentrates on the viewers and everything. That can kind of really affect you if you're only getting low viewers and you're only concentrating on that, rather than the fact of like, you might have the low viewers, but every now and then you'll have someone that's just randomly found you, and you know, they'll sit there and they'll talk for a bit, and they put like, they didn't have to kind of thing. So you got to kind of go with the fact of the small little wins are a good thing.
But I've got to remind myself it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day. Like I can't sit here and dwell on things and sit here and reflect on life badly, negatively. You've got to look at it and go, okay, so this is what happened today. I'm going to feel this way tomorrow. I'm going to feel different. I'm going to make changes. I'm going to do what I need to do to get through this, because I know I'm a stronger person. I know I'm strong, and I know that I can get through this.
It does mean a lot. I've had some people...
The hobbits.
Had some people in my life be affected with some things, and any little bit to help, I want to.
Make your way to its location and defend it.
The GamerMates Discord is also a great place to come to find other people that you can play games with, so that you can play a game in that safe, accepting space. So if those topics do come up, you don't need to feel uncomfortable or nervous about people potentially judging you or making you feel uncomfortable.
If you guys don't know the Success, her name is Sophie. She runs a YouTube channel dedicated to mental health and chronic illnesses, and also much more. Sophie, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Ace. How are you going?
Good, thank you so much for coming on today. Much appreciated.
Having me. The gaming community is such a positive place, but I can understand how it can be toxic with online bullying and, you know, hate speech and whatever else. So I think having a platform like CheckPoint where you can check in and get, you know, qualified advice, I think it's really important to also recognise that CheckPoint obviously was founded by a doctor, so the advice that you're getting is not, it's professional. And I think it's important for individuals to have a place to go when they feel that no one else really understands. And because it's a gaming community, I think that it's very niche in that capacity, that it's kind of highlights some of the mental health conditions that can affect gamers, which we might not be necessarily talking about in other areas of life.
To gaming was my escape from like bullying and stuff when I was younger, and then sometimes still getting bullied in gaming itself. But it would have been good to find like-minded people with an organization like CheckPoint and to go on there. And I can definitely see many people would have loved to have had an organization or a place to go to where they can talk to people and, like Hex said, like-minded, maybe who can relate, or even just people who are going to treat you with respect and not judge you for what you're going through or what you look like or your lifestyle or anything, and just play games, which is what we're all here to do, is just have fun. Like, it's a game in the end. We're here to have fun.
Some people don't know how to cope, and I feel that I've got enough experience that I've dealt with to cope by myself, but I'd also like to push out the word to people that it's okay to seek help, not more or less stuff it down deep. Try not to worry about it. It's okay to, go ask for help, go seek professional. If you don't feel like talking to friends or family, there's anonymous lines, anonymous chats. Yeah.
I think the hardest thing for mental health is people that are a bit more vulnerable will easily build a dependence on, I think, the wrong type of people as well. And I was a victim of that. When really there are so many resources available in the world, and so many free resources as well. In Australia, we have so many lifelines and helplines you can call. And those like helplines have resources on their websites as well.
Your ability to handle those situations is infinitely more important than your ability to react to them. You know what I mean? Like what you do afterwards to change a situation is not as important as what you do to keep yourself okay, to keep yourself mentally safe, in my opinion.
Yeah, feel negative or start comparing myself to other people who make me feel that way, and it's obviously an internal issue that I have. But if I am kind of aware of the people that make me feel negative, whether that's a celebrity or someone that's unrealistic to me, then I can surround myself in communities that are really good for my mental health. And so again, going back to CheckPoint, having that community there for the gaming community to be able to feel like they're a part of something and to feel like they're not comparing themselves to other people, just being really mindful of who you follow on the internet, who you're engaging with, and what kind of communities you are putting yourself in, because it can have either a really positive or a really negative effect on mental health.
The mental health side of things is when playing games, you can, especially competitively, you can find yourself getting very frustrated in not only your ability but the ability of people on your team, which in turn creates this waterfall effect of you feeling like shit, you're playing like shit, and then it keeps going like that. It keeps that cycle over and over and over again until you're literally playing your worst possible game ever. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced this, and there are ways out of this, and it's really just a massive mindset difference of just going, I don't want to feel like this, I want to get better, how can I get better? That's literally all it is. It's not an easy thing to do though. That's the downside. It's easier in paper, hard to do.
Thank you all again so much for tuning in. It's been 1620 Kings' pleasure to hold this event for CheckPoint, and to hold it for pretty much everyone that's in the gaming space. And it might just be even outside of gaming space, but to do something like this, I feel is definitely be something that 1620 Kings is going to continue on, possibly annually. Who knows, if we're going well, we might even do it a couple times a year. And yeah, thank you all again so much over the whole month, tuning into all our CCs. Thank you to all our CCs coming onto our Twitch channel, because they obviously don't have to. We asked them, they came forward, they wanted to do it, they know what it's all about. A lot of them are behind mental health, so that's why we approached them and why they said yes, because we all want to help as much as we can in the gaming space, because we love games.